Man, heat up the popcorn for this one and make sure there is plenty to work with. Dallas Cowboys offensive band back together again, fresh off a 44-point showing.
Fake to Williams. Prescott throws it out to Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Taking on the Broncos in Denver, who just put up 33 points in one quarter.
The Broncos are 5-2 for the first time in 9 years.
Holy Houdini, Batman. Broncos offense pulled another rabbit out of the hat in the fourth quarter last week. That's twice in their last 3 games they've slept in before waking up in a panic in the fourth quarter. Look at the last 12 quarters they've played. 0 TDs in 9 of the 12. They were shut out heading into the fourth last week and then blew up for 33, an NFL record for fourth quarter points after being blanked for 3 quarters. Second most ever by a team in the final frame.
And Bo Nix with the touchdown run, his second of the season. What a comeback by the Denver Broncos.
Cowboys O-Face didn't wait to get going. Took care of 37 of their 44 points versus Washington, 27 plus in 5 of their last 6.
Give it to Javonte Williams. Up the gut and in.
That's how you start fast.
Dak Prescott flexing his way into Week 8. 3 touchdowns, no picks versus the Commanders. 260 plus yards, a 130 rate. Dude's in beast mode. 3 plus touchdowns in 4 straight with no INTs. A 124 plus rate in each game.
Lofting it up, George Pickens. Oh, come on!
Perfect throw.
Got Lamb back, cashed in one of his 5 catches for a 74-yard TD, 110 yards through the air. Guess CDs are worth investing in.
The time, airs it out deep down the field. CeeDee Lamb breaks the tackle, no one home.
That 1-2 punch they've got looking as good as Super Macho Man's. George Pickens still went for 82 yards, averaging 86 per game.
Pickens, good coverage. He's got it. Oh, how many great catches is he going to make today?
Jake Ferguson rounding out their aerial attack most games, scored twice versus Washington, paint jobs in 4 straight games now.
Throws over the middle, it is caught! Ferguson, touchdown Dallas.
That's a handful for any defense, let alone one that just gave up 32 points. A secondary that gave up over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns combined to tight ends Daniel Bellinger and Theo Johnson. 86 yards allowed to Wan'Dale Robinson. Let Jackson Dart go for a career high, 280 plus yards, 3 touchdowns.
Goes to the outside like he's going to block, and then they lose him.
Losing him indeed, my goodness.
Denver's defense holding teams to 18 a game overall. Their secondary holding quarterbacks to an 82 rate, 5th lowest, so their play versus New York out of character. Their pass rush still did its thing at least, added 4 more sacks to their league-leading total.
Here comes the pressure from Cooper, and down he goes. Sack back at the 15.
Dak only took 1 sack on his 30 pass attempts versus Washington. It's a key matchup. 4 straight games with less than 1 sack taken or fewer, has only taken 3 in a game once, only 2 teams with fewer sacks taken this year.
Look at the protection. You have that clean pocket like that, you can make a lot of decisive throws.
And that ground game, man. Javonte Williams rolling in off a 116-yard game, a touchdown, 6.1 a carry, 4.3 or better in 5 of 7, 76 plus yards in 5 of 7. Would love to show out again versus his old team.
What a run by Javonte as he smashed Marshawn Lattimore.
Just lowering the boom right there.
That was against a Washington defense that had good numbers versus running backs, too. Not so good the last few weeks. Denver's defense held Cam Scadaboo to 3.8 a run, 60 yards, holding backs to a solid 4.1 in 2025.
Pitch out to Scadaboo. He was devoured early there with a big-time hit.
Back to Denver's offense now. Bo Nix, a fantasy wrecking machine week 7. 279 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
To the end zone, deflected, and did Franklin get it on the ricochet? Touchdown, Denver!
The bro man hasn't been super consistent as of late, though. 83 rating in that win, less than 6 yards per attempt. He's been sub 7 yards per attempt in every game but 1 this season. Only has 1 100 rate game under his belt, dueling a Cowboys secondary and defense that played its best game to date. 22 points ties their season low. Deron Bland with a pick 6 held Washington's passing attack to 1 touchdown, under 7 yards per attempt, a sub 70 rate.
Throws it in the flat. And it's picked off. Guess who? Deron Bland.
Brandon Perna's like, yeah, but that was against a Washington offense without Terry McLaurin and Debo and Jaden Daniels for half the game. They're still 31st in rating allowed after that, 30th in points per game allowed. Scooter Magruder, though, was happy to see his boys get to Daniels and Marcus Mariota 4 times.
The fake ball is loose. Cowboys recover.
Knicks, like Dak, not easy to locate at home. They are second in sacks taken. He bolts when he's in trouble. Ran in 2 touchdowns last week, 48 rush yards as well.
Here comes Nix getting a block, and he'll get inside the pylon.
Paired with J.K. Dobbins, 81 yards on 5.8 a run versus New York, 75 plus yards in 5 of his last 6 now, 5.4 or better in 4 of those.
Dobbins with a hole, takes it inside the 20.
Dallas held Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt to 33 yards, 2.5 a run. Did give up a touchdown to Daniels, though, 69 yards to him and Mariota, 4.9 a carry allowed overall in that game, 2 touchdowns, 136 rush yards.
Daniels going to keep it, and he is in for the touchdown.
Their secondary gave up 60 yards to wide receiver Jalen Lane, 59 to Chris Moore. No one else had 40. They draw tight end Evan Ingram in this one, 42 yards versus the Giants.
Ingram out of bounds. Oh, he stayed in and finally brought down by Belton.
Marvin Mims came up with a huge catch in the 4th quarter as part of an 85-yard day.
Nix going long and caught by Mims.
Most consistent yards earner for them week to week, Cortland Sutton led the way with 87 yards, 80 plus in 5 of his last 6.
Nix and caught by Sutton. Got it on the side.
Scoots versus Good Sports. It's good stuff. Boys trying to snap a 7-game losing streak to the Bronx. Denver up 9-5 all time. They met in the Super Bowl, of course, 1977 season.
In New Orleans for Super Bowl 12, the Cowboys faced not only Denver, but Bronco mania. However, emotion rarely, if ever, spells execution, the trademark of the Dallas defense. When the clock struck 12, it was doomsday in the Dome, the sacking of Cinderella. Sometimes the best teams do not always win. This was not the case in 1977, as the Dallas Cowboys capped a truly marvelous season, a world championship season, 27-10.